Hello everyone and welcome to another Starcraft 2 live cast. For this one we have a TvT Starcraft 2 live cast. For this one we have a TvT on 16-bit.
Not enough minerals.
So this is the map that has an in-base expansion. So we'll be going straight to 3 bases. And since we don't need a planetary super early at the natural in TvT, I'm actually going to take my pocket expand first, just so I can get out to 2 orbitals quicker.
Additional supply depots required.
Okay. This might be a quick win. A little bit thrown off my game though. It's such a minor thing that I don't think I've ever been rewarded for. But when I send out my SCV, you can see he arrives and I have 280 minerals. I always send it out when this has 15 of 16. So I have time to mine minerals, and the place I mine minerals from is the place that's going to show me, is most likely to show me a proxy, right? So if I mine minerals from here and then bounce out here, maybe this doesn't become visible, especially if you put it, say, 1 deeper. I don't know why you didn't build it down here. Is there no space? You feel like you want to build it in a place that makes it easy to hide the SCV, gives you more of a chance to complete it. And then when your first Marine pops out, it keeps the Marine from getting SCV surrounded. Double gas on a single rack. So this must have been a factory follow-up. He was going to proxy Cyclone, I guess. So maybe he built it here so there's room for a reactor. Yeah, but you'll see me do this in games. Like versus Protoss, I build a depot somewhere on this wall, usually like here. And then I want to build a command center afterwards, but there's time to spare. And even if I mine minerals and come back here, there's still time to spare. So what I do is I mine minerals over here and then come back here with 400 minerals to build the command center. And if you go here, you might see a first pylon, especially if he's going to do like a proxy void ray with shield battery thing. This is a spot he might do it at. So just a little thing, but little things add up. And that just comes typically from experience of losing to different stuff. So obviously that was too quick of a match. We'll do one more for this video. And it looks like we have a Zerg on Lost and Found. Master League barcode. Playing my Zerg self. There we go.
Not enough minerals. Not enough
Send out the
minerals.
first worker.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Additional supply depots required.
Alright.
Not enough
Inch bay
minerals.
block.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Oh my god. It looked like he was going for my SAV. Why did he go around the inch bay that way? You know what? Screw it. Let's just cancel. Actually, I already got 250 minerals.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
I don't think we would have gotten this down much quicker if I cancel the inch bay, so I may as well leave it there. With his first and second base, it may be very likely that he would take an extremely fast natural just to connect the creep. So it at least prevents that. I don't want him going greedy.
Not enough minerals.
Excuse me. All right.
Additional supply depots. Not enough minerals.
All right. Wow, slag.
Command center upgrade complete. Command center upgrade complete.
Oh, command center's late.
Insufficient. Not enough energy. Add-on complete.
Excuse me. Okay.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Alright, there's my 4 gases. What was that? I got a supply depot. Looks like he's still going all in.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Command center upgrade complete. Command center upgrade complete. Add-on complete.
All right.
Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required. Research complete. Additional supply depots required. Not enough energy. Upgrade complete. Add-on complete.
Felt like it was gonna be mutas.
Additional supply depots required.
Oh, I hate this new bug now. I'm pretty sure I placed 3 depots. Maybe I didn't.
Additional supply.
Okay, I take it back, but I still hate the new bug. Alright.
Add-on complete. Our SCVs are under attack. Additional supply. Research complete.
Did I want to push him back in? Maybe I didn't.
Additional supply. Insufficient. Additional supply depots required.
Oh, I lost the upgrade.
Not enough energy. Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required.
It's heating up out here.
Mineral field depleted. Upgrade complete.
Got any extra firepower?
Mineral field depleted. Additional supply depots required. Mineral field depleted. Additional supply depots required. Mineral field. Our SCV base is under attack. Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required. Mineral field depleted. Additional supply depots required. Base is under attack. Research complete. Mineral field depleted. Upgrade complete.
I need sensor towers, so I need...
Mineral field depleted. Your forces are under attack.
It's heating up out here. Got any extra firepower?
Mineral field depleted. Upgrade complete.
Alright, these guys... dead.
Unacceptable command. Mineral field depleted. Unacceptable command. Maximum supply.
Got any extra firepower?
Unacceptable command. We are at maximum supply.
I can't build here. It's heating up out here.
Mineral field depleted.
Got any extra firepower? It's heating up out here.
Yeah, this guy's not looking in good shape.
Your forces are under attack. Mineral field depleted. Command center upgrade. Mineral field. Mineral field depleted.
I'm in a heap of trouble.
Okay, he misplaced that too on top of everything else. Let's take that out, but I think I see a storm host heading towards my, like towards my natural.
Got any extra firepower?
Okay, they headed back.
Could use some help here.
Oh. Oh, whatever. That stuff is hurting now.
I can't build here.
Vespine geyser exhausted. Vespine geyser exhausted.
Alright, upgrades. It's been a while.
Mineral field depleted.
Look what I found.
Unacceptable, Command. We are at maximum supply. Base is under attack.
It's heating up out here.
I think that's game.
Mineral field depleted.
I can't build here.
Our SCVs are under attack.
I can't build here.
Our SCVs are under attack. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. Vespine geyser exhausted. Upgrade complete.
Can't hold them alone. I can't build here.
Command center upgrade. Your forces are under
Got
attack.
any extra firepower?
Vespine geyser exhausted.
I mean, he's almost dead, right?
Vespine geyser exhausted.
Stupid Vipers are making it really difficult for me to
Vespine geyser exhausted.
get out on the map.
Vespine geyser exhausted. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field. Our SCVs are under attack. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
I can't build here. It's heating up out here. Got any extra firepower?
I don't see the Vipers. There they are.
It's heating up out here.
So the Vipers are at his third, so I had space to go like this, and even pass over this space, and get back to safety over here. He had to be really broke at this point. He was broke for quite a while. It was just hard to finish against Vipers. Parasitic Bomb doesn't stack anymore, but specifically against Ravens, that's not really a nerf. Because each individual Parasitic Bomb does a lot more damage. So you say, okay, well, that's fine. So one Parasitic Bomb does more, but if you cast 5 of them, then you're doing a lot less damage because they're not stacking anymore. But here's the thing. Parasitic Bomb does... Where am I looking? Parasitic Bomb. Does 120 damage. And that ignores armor. So that means it does exactly 120 damage to my Ravens. And my Ravens are 140 hit points, which means they only have to do an extra 20 damage. So if you cast 5 over all my Ravens, the time between the first cast and the last cast probably means you get an extra 20 damage out of them, which means oftentimes if you multicast my Ravens, they all die if I don't split. And if But if you only do one parasitic bomb, where that used to only do 70 damage, now it's knocking almost every single Raven I have into the red if I don't split. So it was clearly a nerf to parasitic bomb, but just the way it works against Ravens, where it can still, if you still throw a bunch of them on the Ravens, it'll still kill all the Ravens. It it almost feels like a buff a little bit. Just because it works exactly the same, except, you know, if you only get off 1 or 2 parasitic bombs, you're doing way more damage than you used to. Kind of interested in this, his income. I kind of felt like he was dead for a long time. I'm not sure how much my Hellbats are killing, but they gotta be killing some Hydras and Storm Hosts and whatnot. Hellbats are really, really good against Storm Host play. Mostly because Swarm Hosts are kind of they're not a unit you can use for, like, they're not a jack of all trades. They're like a harassing unit. You can come in, you can fire, and you pull back, and now they're a bunch of paperweights. So they don't really have that ability of a typical army where they can attack and then they can come back and defend. It's like they attack and they come back and they can't defend. And now things like this arrive. And yeah, you got this extra Locust Wave off there, but that means he can't do an offensive Locust Wave for a while. And if he does do an offensive Locust Wave, that means he can't defend for a while. And it really makes Hellbats work well against that. On top of that, Hellbats do bonus to light, so they can obviously do okay versus Hydras, at least a lot better than they do against Roaches. And if you play mech and you face Swarm Hosts, the answer is actually to get a heavy Hellbat composition, because Hellbats can actually cut through Locusts very quickly as well. So all of a sudden I have a unit that's good against all 3 things he's building. Like, it's good against his Hydras, it's good against his Locusts, and it's good at abusing the fact that he has Swarm Hosts by being on the offensive. And all for a unit that only costs minerals. So you can see we've even killed off 32 workers with this. I like to, it's hard to find places where Seeker Missile actually works well now, since it does so little damage, only 15 damage. It was once 133. But after a series of nerfs. But if you catch them going around corners, that's often when you can find them grouped up. And try not to click on these ones that are actually going around the corner, but click on ones that are like a little deeper. And that way you can get good splash pad damage. Unfortunately, with the Swarm Host in here being so fat, it's preventing me from doing a lot of damage to Hydras. So you can see we killed a bunch. Got someone to... Okay, that's actually pretty bad. For the amount of energy I wasted on that. But look, they're all orange. Not in health bars. But in what counts. The color of the unit. Yeah, so I guess this is kind of where I found the Vipers and got Shrek'd. Is that here? Yeah. So see, Parasite Bomb does 120 damage, yet this Raven took 135. And that's just because the Parasite Bombs get casted at different times. You only need an extra 4 ticks, which isn't much for how often it ticks. So I lost a whole bunch, and then all these ones that are 5 hit points, you know, if I was a little less lucky, they'd all be dead too. At least, I think this is lucky. I'm not sure how many died. Maybe if it was the other way around, if it was one less tick, I would have another 15 Ravens right now, but... I know for a long time for years when I played this game, people always asked, why don't you just repair? They'd see like Ravens injured and they'd be like, why don't you just repair? It's like, this is expensive. It's not just the resources, which, you know, it costs 25% of a Raven to repair it back to full, which on this many Ravens means I've basically spent, what, like 2,000 gas repairing? But it's also all these SCVs that aren't mining. And most importantly, it's all these Ravens that aren't doing anything. Right? They have to sit there and wait for the repair. You can't have them like roaming around the map or moving into different positions, because whenever they're moving, they're not getting repaired. It's expensive in all forms of that word. Let's say I just lost a whole bunch more. But we did get him down to 5 workers. Oh, I never checked the north. If you have vision, like here, I can see him coming around the corner and killing these missile turrets. It's such a huge advantage because it means it's very likely you can get off your seeker missiles without the Vipers being able to get there in time and return the favor. So just having the vision like this.
Depleted.
Very little time for him to use that, and you know they're coming, right? So you can just immediately retreat, cast and go. And even if he casts on you while you're retreating, it's easier to, like, as you're retreating, to grab the individual ones that are affected and pull them away. Because once you pull them away, all your other Ravens are naturally running away from the affected Raven. Yeah, so that last Helene run by pretty much ended the game, even though I was able to get up 3 hatcheries. 1, 2, I think this one he rebuilt. I could be wrong. Anyways, thank you everyone for tuning in. We'll call that the end of this video. Again, I've been a little lacking on the YouTube and stream content, but yeah, he got up to like 70 workers and then just never rebuilt anymore. So he's playing most of the game with less than 60, which isn't ideal. And then we dropped him down to 5, which also isn't ideal. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, sorry for the content. It's been a little bit lacking. I've been really busy. Probably come the end of, well, let's say mid-August, I'm going to have a lot more time on my hands again to do this sort of stuff. So I'll still try to get out a stream here and there and try to get up some YouTube videos. But yeah, unfortunately, it's not going to be daily. But fortunately, I'm not disappearing again. I will be active, and come mid-August, we'll be more seriously active. Anyway, to that, I'm out of here, guys. Goodbye.